Perfect. Just I'll let yours marinate a bit and then we'll go. Kind of is like marinating, right? Oh my god, I'm cold. I left the windows open all night. Ooh. Yeah, so this place gets to about like 19 degrees Celsius. So 19 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm asking Siri. 66.2. Yeah, and then we close the windows as soon as it reaches, well, I close the windows, not we, around when it starts getting into the 20s, like around that, past the 19, and then hopefully it holds a little longer because then I don't have to use the AC. Although yesterday I saw Mark put the AC at like 19, and I'm like, no, we can't have the house like that cold. Like, look, I get it, you're hot, but like I still live here, okay? I thought we caught. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Hey, good
Coffee
morning, guys.
and Warhammer is a must on Sundays.
Yes, it has become our routine, if you
It's
will.
our religion now.
Well, well, considering that serving the emperor is a religion in itself, yeah, I
Yeah,
would I would say so. I would agree.
every Sunday we serve the emperor by
Yep.
painting his armies
Yes.
and building them.
Amen. Amen.
Also, hello, chat. We are gonna. Well, I don't know. What are you doing today, sir?
So I actually got a new box set of
Oh,
some
I
of the
saw.
yeah some of the emperor's protectors, the adeptus custodes. They're the bodyguards of the emperor, the golden boys. So
Oh, is that
yeah.
why you told me about the custodes last week?
Yes, I was having oh yeah, because we were talking about the custodes sound like the custodians
Custodians.
of the janitorial staff of the emperor. So
Yeah,
they
the so-called cleaners, the clean crew.
yeah.
Clean
So
crew.
th- so yeah, they are technically the cleaning crew of the emperor. They clean up his violent messes whenever he needs them to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I got a box of these guys just because I've been really loving their lore. I've been reading Valdor, Birth of the Imperium, which is one of the books in that like whole era, and I've been loving it. So I was like, okay, I definitely got to pick these guys up. And what's nice is that their models are huge, so you don't need to necessarily build or paint a lot of them because they are very like scarce because they're so powerful. You only need a few. So that's what's really nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bigger is better, is what I'm hearing. Even in Warhammer.
We like our big boys in Warhammer, our
We
thick
like
boys.
we're size queens. Well, you can be a king, sir, but I'll be a
I'm
size queen.
I'm a thick king, all right? So
Oh,
it's only
wow.
it's
Wow,
only
guys,
fair.
we're advertising Max as a thick king.
It is only fair that I get some thick boys in my army. So
Uh their thickness must match your thickness.
yeah, of course. I have to see myself in Warhammer. Don't you know, Xray Girl?
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. Why are there no Asian women in Warhammer? How dare they?
How dare they? We
I'll
need
just have to
more
see myself in Slanesh, I
Asian.
guess,
Yeah.
with my penis and my vajiji all together at once.
My Bobs and my Vagana and
My pee penis.
and my
I'm more
MV
Asian than y'all
penis.
think.
I
Oh
uh
God.
I think, you could do a White Scars faction of Space Marines because
What is that?
they are basically like the Asian type slash Mongolian fast
Ooh.
attack Space Marine group. And that's
Do
their
they have
like
like no beards and very straggly mustaches too?
they
Or do they
actually
not even have?
yeah, like their Primarch, I think he has a very like kung fu mustache, if you will. It's very yeah, very thin.
Very thin.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's
So I
fun.
realized I don't think I have a gold paint. I think I only have like
Oh no.
a brass. So I might just do silver because I think I have silver paint instead of gold. Oh wait, unless this is gold. Oh, it's like a darker gold. That might be fine. See, chat, look. I guess that's gold, right?
Is it Retributor armor?
I don't know what that means.
There should be a name on the paint pot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Retributor armor. Is
okay,
that
cool.
gold then?
And yeah, and it says base. Yes, it does. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you're gonna want to use that, Bad Larry.
Bad Larry? Ooh,
Yeah.
I've never been with a bad Larry before.
That Bad Larry. And what you can do is you can highlight with the silver. So
Ooh.
if the gold comes out a little too like bronze-ish, we can make some highlights with the silver and go from
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay. This green looks like uh some like ET took a crap,
Ooh.
radioactive. Look at it. It's separated so bad. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's fine that it's separated. Just shake it up. Oh,
We
it's really
know
stuck in there.
we don't want no alien doo doo.
We don't want no alien hoodoo voodoo. Okay. So, let's see here. So if I do gold and silver to outline and then maybe black, or decided on white, I suppose, for like the capes. And then I was thinking, like, do you do like different colors for the guns? What do you use for the guns? Like a gray or a metal gray, like the lead belcher?
Yeah, normally just some black and lead belcher, some Abaddon black,
Oh,
if that's what you have there.
lead belcher.
We shall take some lead belcher
I'll
and
give you the lead
some
belcher.
just yeah, mispronounce all the paints and it'll be more funny that way. Some lead
uh,
belcher and some
Ace, lead, how do I
what
say
else do you
this?
have?
Aba Don Balake.
Abaddon Balake. Balake.
Balake.
Yeah.
Teacher roll call. That was a fun video. That was a fun video
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
All
Balake.
right.
He's like, do you mean Blake?
Nope. Balake.
Balake.
Oh God.
D
Trudeau wants
nice.
to know your location. He knows my location. If he wants to know, he can find it real easily. Lead Belcher. So, Runefang Steel, is that a better silver than Lead Belcher?
Say that one more time.
Runefang Steel, is that a better silver than Lead Belcher?
Ooh, Runefang Steel. I think that's an even brighter highlight of the silver. Um, and that one doesn't say base on it, does it?
No, it says layer.
Okay, excellent. So the base coat, if you want to do something silver, we'll put it in lead belcher, and that'll be your base coat. And if you want to highlight it up, we'll do the layer paints on top of that.
Oh, okay. 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 I get
Um,
it. I get it.
yeah.
There we go. Mm. What's up, LDT? Iron Omega. Wayne. Wayne Floyd. Oh my God. Did you watch FNT and when they brought up the we'll call it we didn't bring up the meme, but
The
someone made a meme
the meme
under the sea.
under
The patella. The
the
patella.
other appendage, yes.
Their patella. Under the patella. But you
I
know.
I was like, okay, what could it be that has you guys like rolling, right?
Absolutely rolling.
And sure enough, Chrissy tweeted it because she has no shame
Because it's Chrissy.
because
We
it's
love
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
And I saw, and of course, it's like the most low effort, you know.
Yeah, very like the words weren't even in the picture.
No, 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 no. It was, oh my God. I can see why Ryan was like, don't put this up on the T.
And that's coming from Ryan too. It's
I
like, ooh,
know. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
under the sea,
Um
under the sea.
Jay the Deep Minded, Mark McGrath, Dr. Rachel, Eric O'Sullivan, Cajun Corey. Good morning, guys. Faster than Jesus. Hello. Wayne Floyd is also in my chat. Double dipping, my man.
Ooh,
And
we love double dippers.
we love the double dippers. And Hostman Socrates. Hello to you as well, sir. Um
Ooh,
but yeah,
ooh,
thank you
it's
guys again for
freshly
being
open.
here.
I've decided whatever this metal thing, it's supposed to be for pulling the paint off into the palette. Well, I don't know
Interesting.
if it actually is, but
Oh,
I'm
okay.
using it for it
Oh, okay. Make it a little bit quicker then, yeah.
because the paintbrush was taking forever.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
speaking of live streams, how did it go yesterday on episode 2 of your stream with Mark?
oh, it was fun. I'd say watching Tears of the Kingdom being played was a lot more relaxing
Oh.
than playing a fighting game.
You're giving you like anxiety.
It's just like I can't concentrate on a conversation and play this game at the same time. It's just not in my mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a couple glasses of wine. It was really relaxing. I had fun. And then hopefully chat had fun too. And
Good.
yeah, so it's working out and people are coming in with questions. So that's also nice
Nice.
because I don't know. Dating's one of those weird fickle things, and even just talking about like the red pill manosphere stuff, like there's a lot of well, it's the internet, right? The internet is forever, and whatever you put out there, just always know it could be brought up again.
Oh, yeah. Even, 12 years later, 20 years later sometimes.
Uh-huh. So that's why I always give my opinions more than anything, and just like that's what I
Yeah.
think, and take it or leave it. And
Yeah.
now I always feel like this is not technically advice, but like, well, this piece is advice. Like, listen to what people say, and then do your own research. Don't let people just tell you how to live your life, because that's not a great way to make decisions.
Yeah. No, of course. I did on Max's Man Cave last week. I basically did a 2-hour stream, just kind of going over some of the clips and like exposing some of like the like lesser sides of the whole manosphere movement and like why in concept or in what do you want to call it, like in theory it's a great idea of just self-improvement and self-betterment and successful living and better lifestyle and trying to improve yourself, but that stuff has always been important. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's when they start to get into the niche, like I can have 50 girlfriends and have a wife and kids, and it's like, what? Then it starts getting, and then the treatment of women gets like really aggressive and just like
Mm-hmm.
pathetic. Um, yeah, so it's a whole different thing once you go down that road. I actually saw on Twitter the other day one of the guys on the Whatever podcast retweeted a clip and was like, if this is how you guys are going to run your podcast from here on out, I'm not going to come back on. But sorry. So
Wait, who said that? If you don't mind me asking.
it was the guy who's really into his faith. It's one of the Christian guys who's really.
Was it the guy that said endure?
No, no, no,
Uh,
no.
the Justin
Uh
guy?
uh I'm I'm trying to remember what his name is. Shoot, yeah, I'm not sure what his
Good
what his
morning,
name is,
Smoo, by the way.
unfortunately.
Are guns supposed to be black or silver?
I think what I'll normally do is I'll do like black for the main main body of the gun, and then like the magazine and the trigger and the barrel of the gun I'll do in silver, if that makes sense.
So the skinnier appendages of the gun, sorry, put in layman terms for me, is in black.
Yes, yeah. So the smaller
Okay.
one, or so the smaller appendages will be silver, and the larger ones will be black.
Oh, okay. The main tick parts are black.
Main tick parts.
Are black.
Sure. I will let you interpret that however you wish.
Hey, if it's gonna help me remember, I like it.
Okay, there you go.
Poor Max. I need to
Which,
find this clip, by the way. Oh God. If you find it, let me know, because I want to know who this is, because that's spicy.
yeah, I'll find it on Twitter here in just a second. 'Cause yeah, I honestly agree with this guy, and I think that it makes sense if that's the case. But speaking of inappropriate comments and goofy, one-liners or whatever. So the other night, you and Kara are streaming
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch. I come into the chat, say hi, and you guys start going, "Oh man, Max is gonna want nothing to do with us after Dallas, right?"
Yes, we did say that.
And then I just wanted to clarify, because at some point, either your chat or you had said something like, "Oh man, he's gonna be completely finished when we're done with him."
Oh, I don't remember saying that, but I
You,
mean, it sounds like something I'd say.
you said something to that effect that was like, yeah, he's going to be like exhausted, or he's not going to want to hang out with us. He's going to be totally finished by the time. So that's why I messaged in the chat, you're going to be finished with, or you're going to finish me? And then you guys are like, "What the hell?" No. I was just trying to be funny and
We did.
trying.
We totally think about it. Whoopsie.
So I apologize if that came out wrong, but
I love it. I
I
love
must have
it.
heard something incorrect. But chat,
You
you
probably
guys.
heard it correct, and then I just forgot. And then when you said it in the chat, I forgot it.
But chat, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I maybe I heard. You know what? It might have been my man brain that heard something, different.
You
I don't
heard
know.
Max and finish, and you're like, ooh.
And I automatically just my brain went there, and I was like, "Oh, interesting." But yeah.
Megan North for $10 says it wasn't that bad. They should have gone harder. I grew up in MPLS. I don't know what that means, and I will never forget how this poor irredeemable soul destroyed my entire Twin Cities. I'll never go back. What are we talking about here, Magnum?
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
We might, because I read this later. I might not get the context, so I do apologize. I do apologize. And Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, for one night says, Xray, once you go black, you never go back. Well, especially in Warhammer painting, isn't it? It's hard to change the colors for black.
Black is definitely a deeper like base coat. So whatever you paint over it may be a little bit darker just because of that initial base coat. So yeah, I guess you could say that.
Also, is the scope going to be silver or is it going to be black? I know what that is on a gun.
The scope, I think you can paint as silver as well if you'd like.
Okay.
Just to make some of the details stand out a little bit.
I'm just learning gun anatomy right now, guys. This is tough. Human anatomy is so much easier than guns.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Oh. Well, At least for me.
Yeah.
I've done the human anatomy thing for a couple of years. For a
Yeah,
couple of years.
that's your specialty.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, now I was going to, oh shoot, what was I gonna, oh,
Oh,
but,
Minneapolis, George Floyd. That's what Magnum meant. I see.
I see. I get you.
That makes so much more sense.
But I am glad to hear that y'all's stream went well the other day.
Mm-hmm.
All it being said. And this was only episode 2, yeah?
Mm-hmm. We need to get you into gaming. I think you'd enjoy that.
Oh gosh. Xray, I don't have any more time for any more hobbies. I already my the hobbies that I do have take up, a good portion of my time.
Of your
So
time.
I'm afraid that if I were to oh, and my money too. Yeah. The
That is facts.
the Warhammer hobby is, yeah.
Being a Warhammer lover is very expensive.
Yes,
Although
this
this has been
is
really
true.
fun, I will at least say.
And what's really great about it is that you can um it takes up a lot of time. So it's like you get the bang for your buck, I think.
Yeah. And if I can actually like um start playing this will actually end up being a more what's the word for it?
Pro-
Uh
Profitable or not
economic hobby
Yeah, there you go.
with the more hours I put in.
Yeah.
So
Because the time to build it and then the time to paint it, and then once you're done painting, you have them, you can display them, you can game with them, you can do all sorts of stuff. Um,
what do you put on these guys' faces when like are they supposed to be white or black or skin
well, if
color?
you want to be inclusive, X-Ray Girl, no.
No.
X-Ray's like, you
No.
kidding me? Straight white males across the board, baby. Let's go.
Oh my
Um,
God.
it depends on what paints you have. I normally go with a base coat of like a darker brown, and then I highlight it up with like a bleached bone type of.
Bleach bone.
That's an
Okay.
old color set. I don't know if you have bleached bone, but
Hey, I am down to find the bleached bone out here. Take it how you like. I'm gonna
oh,
make this bigger too
I'll
so that
take
y'all
that.
can
Yeah.
see. Because I realized y'all can't really see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's better. Plastic crack is more rewarding. Heck yes. And we also, Aaron and Mega, you didn't have to super chat this, but thank you for 5 says Minneapolis, George Floyd. Honestly, when you said the two cities, I was like, the only thing I can remember that is like 2 is Twin Towers, but that was like so long ago. We didn't talk about that. But, oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
The holster, is that brown, black?
You can do
Silver?
either. If you want to, yeah, I would go with maybe a brown if you want to make like a leather pouch. If you want to make it more tactical and in line with your color scheme, you could go black. So,
Oh, I might just make it black then. I see a gun holster. I want to paint it black.
what's up, Smoo? Good to see you in my chat as well. And hello, Omega Man and Holocron Library. What's going on, guys?
Hi, James.
Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, please smash the like button and share this out because, the more people that we,
Convert
can convert
to our cult.
yes, to our cult, to the Emperor's cause, the more people that we can get that watch this, the more that we can have people join and do their own build streams or build with us and paint with us and stuff like that. So, and that's what we would love. So,
That's a beautiful thing. Because next week we might have a guest.
ooh, a
Who
very,
is it?
very
We don't
special
know.
guest. Yeah, I don't know.
Ominous.
Even I don't know. Wink, wink. Unless
Not
I do.
ominous from Harry Potter. Not that way. But he's okay. He's okay. He's an okay gay boy. Uh, Hail Theoden King for 20 says, Hi, Xray. Finally had time to start Hogwarts Legacy. And speaking of, it's incredibly fun. I'm stumbling about and I hate unlocking things, but it's enjoyable. Only it's so diverse and it's ridiculous. Isn't it set in the 1800s? It could be a 2023 game. I think they should have just had it set in 2023. It would have just made more sense with the diversity. If you want to be diverse, think about historical means. Just saying. Just saying. Makes no sense.
Don't you know, Xray, history is inherently evil and racist, and that is why we have to rewrite it and erase it.
Sure. the facts are the facts, okay? We can't hide from it. You know what it's setting a precedent for? People who make mistakes and don't own up to it and just erase it.
Well, and
not learn from it.
That's what's so scary is like, if half of my military schooling, and I'm sure Mark can attest to this as well, was literally just historical tactical strategies, how they went wrong, how they succeeded, and how we can do better in the future. Like, you cannot learn without understanding what happened in the past.
Yeah.
So it's
so those
scary.
Germans, they attacked people not Jewish, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like people who deny that, it's like, dude, what are you thinking? This is not good. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a skull on this. I want to paint it white now. The skull, I mean. Oh, well.
Oh, did you paint
Maybe
it?
I'll highlight with some silver.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it can be a cyber skull.
Cyber skull. Oh, this is Max von Priestley. He is a friend and definitely a expert compared to me, although he says he won't be an expert, in comparison. But, well, if you think about my education, I think we're doing good. I like the pace we're going at. Not too much information, just a little bit.
Yeah. Guys, look who came to join us this morning. Gideon, come here. He just walked across the screen.
Also, yeah, Smoo, we mentioned Germans. His German ear picked up. I'm waiting for Gideon to pop up on the screen. Or does he actually make an appearance there, or is he just...
He made a slight appearance. You saw his butt real quick, and then he left, but... Okay, bye, that's fair. Bye.
The dry brush heals all things.
Ooh,
what are you doing with the dry brush?
Actually, I would say the dry brush fixes or heals all things, but the inking perfects all things.
What's inking?
Ink is basically it's the pigment. Thank you guys for putting the Gideon emoji in the chat. Yeah, it's the pigment that basically allows you to get into all the shades and crevices of the model, all them cracks and crevices. And
I like getting in those too.
Yeah, you got to. You can't miss out on the cracks and crevices. So, anyway. Ink is very good for that, and it definitely gives the illusion of a master painter. Someone who is a master at painting and not baiting.
I'm a master at other things. Maybe not painter, but you know. I have to ask
Kara.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Kara. I have to ask Kara about that.
About what you're a master at.
Yeah. That's why we like to play No Man's Sky. No Men Allowed.
I see why you guys.
Such a woke game without being a woke. We joke about it all the time. It's a woman's sky.
No woman's sky. Or actually, it would be no man's sky, yes woman's sky. Or all woman's sky. Strong woman's sky.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a master debater. No, I'm not actually. Hokies member message for 4 months says, Hi, Xray. Pops in the JoJo and Rocky emote, which, by the way, guys, If you guys have any Harley emotes that are members in the chat, it's been 1 year since my baby Harley has left us, and I had a little moment with her little urn this morning. I'm like, I miss you, and yeah, but the good thing is that's what brought us to Rocky, and he is a lovely boy.
Yeah.
The loveliest of lovely boys. So we love all our animals.
Pour one out for little Harley. And
my Harbu bear.
Yeah. I'm glad that you still have her around in that way, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it was, well, when Mark had asked, he's like, do you want it? I was like, kind of. Like, what am I going to do with the body? Ooh. Yeah. Where am I going to bury it? Like, I'm not going to want to handle that. So it was just easier for us. It's like a lot easier to make decisions for an animal than a human, because you can't just do anything with a human.
Humans have requests, and they have, pay all these types of fees and stuff.
And there's laws too. Yeah. I can't just bury my family member in the backyard.
In the planter, just behind the tomato plants. Yeah.
Yeah, because my mom always says, just throw me off a mountain. I'm like, Mom, we can't do that. I just want to be back with the earth. I'm like, yeah, I do too, but like, there's laws that we have to abide by.
There's just a body laying somewhere in the middle of the, I think my dad probably wants to be put into the sea.
Is he a previous sea worker? Well, he might not have been like a military. I have no idea.
He's just a big fisherman. He just loves fishing. That's his passion, and he's really damn good at it. And so I'm sure that we'll go out on a fishing boat and give him back
cremation remains.
Say again.
Throw his cremated remains.
Yeah, give him back to God's creation of the ocean. Yeah, so at least that's what I think he wants.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Cokies is right. Smokey, Harley, and Buddy all in 3 months. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Oh.
Krista, myself, and Tugs, we all lost dogs last year.
Oh my gosh. All in the same time frame, eh?
Within a couple months. Because Krista was first with Smokey.
Yeah.
And I tried to be as supportive, and then all of a sudden Harley, of course, passed away. And then Buddy, same thing too. And I was like, oh my God, this is not a good year for dogs.
Yeah.
Well, at least in the G&G sphere. I mean, specifically. Specifically, because I don't know how to speak. Oh no.
You got Pacific Coast on your mind.
Yes. I was speaking with Max earlier, and I was like, I want to live on the West Coast because I can wake up early, relatively, and like I can stream at a good time, like this,
Mm-hmm.
And then if I want to stream at nighttime, it's like 6 o'clock for a 9 o'clock stream here because people go so late. I'm so jealous.
Well, imagine this too. It's like 10 o'clock here, 10 o'clock p.m. is like 1 o'clock East Coast. So if, like Ricada is streaming till like 1 or 2 in the morning, you're still at a pretty good time to go to bed, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like something like that is excellent. But
so
mornings are just a little bit difficult because you have to, like for a nooner, you'd actually have to be up 2 hours or 3 hours beforehand. So, oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
This is super random, but I think because of The Little Mermaid coming out,
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. Do you know how creepy it would be for me to walk into a movie?
Very. Trust me, the boys, all of them were like, we're all going to see The Little Mermaid by ourselves. Like, and I told Garrett this. I was like, at least you don't have like this like big huge beard like Gary or like Odin does, because there's something more creepy about it if you have a full beard. I don't know what it is. He's like, I look disheveled. I'm like, well, there's that too.
Yeah. Like some disheveled homeless guy just walking in a Little Mermaid, like, oh, I don't know. I mean,
That, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It definitely looks odd if you don't have like kids or if you don't have like a girlfriend or something and you're walking in going to see that.
Hmm. But
So
it is what it is. They had to make sacrifices, and they were beautiful sacrifices.
I really hope they didn't pay for that, pardon my French, BS. I won't
I
say, but
think, I mean, I don't know for sure, but if people had to pay for it, I'm trying to show this off. Then I know some people have a method where they buy tickets to another movie
yeah.
and then go sneak in, but I don't know. I'm not that risky. I don't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
I'm looking at your screen right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at your little man here.
My
Your
man's
man's, yeah. Your thick
my little
man's.
man. Well,
Um
they're like 1/20th their size, so
So yeah, I mean, I I have no inclination to go see this. Like, there's just nothing for me, to go see this. I wouldn't do a review. It's not up my alley or anything. Um, if I were to watch it, it would just be other people's reactions to it. But
mm-hmm.
it got me thinking. Um, Rachel says, "Yeah, you'd have to pay me at least 10 million to watch it." Good lord. Um, it got me thinking what other movies there have been that have been put into live action and like what's coming next, right? Because they had Lion King 2019, they had Aladdin, they had now Little Mermaid, they did, oh, there was another one I could have sworn. Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they still have Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I think they're going to do, and Hercules. And I swear on on Gideon's life,
Oh.
if they touch my beloved Hercules, I will go ballistic, and my whole channel will then be just
Ooh.
devoted to bringing down the Hercules live action film. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Is it because of
it's
Meg?
no, actually, hot take. I think Hercules deserves better than Meg.
She was too mean, in my
She
opinion.
she was a woman who was scorned, who didn't need no man, and she up until like the last few moments of the film where she like partially sacrifices herself, like for the entire time she's like, I
So
won't
mean.
say. She's so mean. She's like, I'm not gonna say I'm in love, you big hunkules, whatever. But like, she would always make fun of him, and Herc would still show her love. He still was like, well, I think you mean a lot to me, and I'd do anything for you. He sacrifices his powers for her. Like, the dude is an absolute G. He's like,
Simp.
oh my god. Okay. Well, have a good night, everyone. I'm
I'm
out of
kidding. I'm
here.
kidding.
Xray and I will no longer be doing stream.
No, it's kind of it is a little simpy, but I mean, hey,
No,
if you
he's
think you're in love and worth it, I think that like doing things like that is worth a relationship. And hey, he got the girl in the end, so
Uh, but even still, he got the girl in the end, but she's not even like a princess. She's just some girl, and
Mulan wasn't a princess.
he's a god. Oh yeah, Mulan was a live action too. They did that one. Um,
Oh, well, that's a one we won't talk about. It was
yeah,
very saddening.
that's not a good, that's not a good one, especially what they did in China. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so all that being said, though, yeah, sure, if you want to call that simping, sure, Herc is a simp for Meg. Um, and
It's okay. Mark's a simp for me, so
I'd say if you're head over heels for a girl, and you love her with all your heart, that's not simping, that's just you loving her unconditionally.
And he was doing the things that men typically do when they're in love, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And she obviously didn't have the same feelings at that point, or was so hurt by her previous relationships. And this is something that, like, even at every relationship that you have, like, you can't bring all the baggage, like some of the baggage, which makes sense, like the stuff that like is PTSD, but you can't put on that all men suck or all women suck, because
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
not fair.
Eric O'Sullivan says, were there any good live action remakes? No. Maybe Cinderella, from what some people have said, but
I
I'd
didn't mind
even.
Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson. It
Oh, you
wasn't
did like that
horrible.
one.
I
Okay.
I liked it enough. It wasn't great, but I liked it enough. And I think Aladdin had some really good parts to it. But that was like the biggest, like the one that I noticed, at least before being in this world, where they were doing the girl boss movements,
Yeah.
because the song that Jasmine sang. But like, I loved the dancing, the singing, the choreograph. Just it was good. I liked it, at least.
Okay.
But
All right.
everyone has their own thoughts or opinions.
You also said that Hercules is a simp, so chat, take that with what you will.
Wow, wow, I'm being discredited by myself.
Your argument means nothing. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Wow. So
yeah,
guys, this is the last week Max and I are doing
right.
Warhammer
It's been
Remake.
fun,
Take a...
No. Um,
Oh God.
our or my chat is simping for Hercules, which is good. Dr. Rachel says they're going after Hercules, and then I say, "Honey, you mean Huncules?" And
Mm.
yes, I love the Muses. I think that whole aspect of having this gospel choir narrating the whole film
Oh, it's so
is
fun.
so freaking fun. Because they basically follow Hercules, his story, and
Well,
they,
and like,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say they have these songs like they have the gospel truth, which is kind of the intro to the film, kind of
Love
giving
that.
everyone a setup. Then you have Zero to Hero, and then you have A Star Is Born, and the whole time it's kind of this montage of Hercules coming into his own, finding where he belongs, and becoming a hero for his family, for his people, for Greece, for Athens, wherever he's at. And yeah, but yeah, the songs are so much fun.
hmm I think the great thing about that too is just highlighting myths and narrations. You have people who are part of, the uh who know all this stuff, and it's, Greece is literally about stories. And
Hmm.
so when you have the story being told by these the women on the vases, the muses, I think it's pretty freaking cool.
Right? It's such a great concept to have those songs coming from them. Um, but yeah, no, so many little great lines. And they slapped his face on every vase, on
On
every
every
vase.
vase. uh, if they turn
um,
Hercules black, ugh. They could do like even more, and we'll say this with loose terms, like Egyptian looking, like Middle Eastern. I'd be okay with that. Like, that's fine. Like, they're darker skinned sometimes, depending on where you find them. That's okay. But if he's like black in a
yeah,
Greek mythology,
if if anything, yeah, they're gonna make him like Middle Eastern skin. I would assume.
I can be okay with that. I can if they pick a good actor, but if they just pick it just to, you know,
Like, I
no.
guess I get it because they always want to be like, well, we're trying to be historically accurate, but then they film Ariel in like this multicultural land, even though they're supposed to be in like Norway or something.
Is that where they're supposed to be? I actually had no idea.
I thought it was like a northern folklore or tale. Um, Yeah, that's a good. Omega says they're gonna recast him as a woman because it's gonna be her Hercules.
Oh.
Rachel, you don't you put that evil on us. She says Lizzo is gonna be one of the muses. No, do not give them ideas. Ugh.
I would rather her be one of the muses than who she was in Star Wars. Star Wars?
Yeah. Or they make her Meg. Like Lizzo's
Oh no! Don't you dare put that idea out
Meg.
there.
I won't
Maximum
say I'm in
Priestley.
love.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Disney, do not take that idea.
Don't even take the idea of a muse. I don't think there are so many better gospel singers that could play that role of muse, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Oh my God. So I watched the Cinderella with who's that singer that they really didn't like when they sung or she sung that song, the most recent live action. Camila Cabello.
oh, I don't know if I've heard that one
Oh,
from Cinderella.
she's like shrieky. But anyways, I watched
Ooh.
it and I actually really liked everything but Camila Cabello.
Oh,
I didn't watch the whole
nice.
thing, but like the first parts with the sisters are so funny. I like them. The mom was fine. But just she maybe it's her acting. Her singing is not someone I would choose for a Disney princess either.
Mm.
Like she has a good voice. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think she was right for that role.
Hey, that's fair. Um, and that's what's so interesting is like for all these animated films, especially Lion King and Hercules, you had um, two different people for the actor and the singer. And then same thing with like old Hercules and young Hercules, you had two different actors, voice actors. So it's like why can't they do that for the live action? You know, like for the live action, they had Seth Rogen acting and singing, and he is awful at both. So it's like, ugh.
He was
Um,
acting and singing?
yes, yeah, as Pumbaa.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, it was awful. It was
Oh, that is horrendous.
ear rape. Yeah,
Ear grape.
ear grape. Um,
Well, tell us how you really feel, Max.
yes. Oh, don't get me started on the live action Lion King. A
Oh,
literal perfect tale of a young boy whose father is mentoring, and that's what's great about. Sorry, Xray, you're getting my whole like deep Disney thoughts
spiel.
here. Yeah,
Spiel.
but Lion King and Hercules especially came out at a time where Disney was still female dominated, because they had the princesses, like that was their thing. But then
Mm-hmm.
it came out with Lion King, and you had these fantastic um, son and father relationship, that the son and the father, or the son and the mentor, were both men mentoring men. And you know, because Hercules has Zeus, and then he has his adopted father on Earth, and then he has Philoctetes, who's his trainer. And they're all these great men who give him inspiration, who train him, who help him. But of course, you know that, like, you know, they're gonna change one of that. Like, I mean,
Phil's gonna be a girl. I
Phil's
know
gonna
it.
Phil's gonna be a girl confirmed.
Oh my God,
Her.
it's gonna be Lizzo.
Oh no, that would be funny though, because
I'm
Phil
not
is
gonna
kind of
lie, I
heavy
would love
set.
that. Lizzo
Oh
training
no.
Hercules. I would die.
Rule
If
number
they if they
96, kid. Aim. Sorry,
if
go
they
ahead.
if they just leaned into the woke stuff and did that, I actually think I'd enjoy it and made it funny. But they're not going to, of course.
They would actually take it very seriously and be like, this is the first female Philoctetes ever portrayed on screen. And people would be like,
So
okay,
are you saying
thanks.
Lizzo is a goat?
Are you saying that Lizzo is half man, half goat? Um,
Lizzo's trans, guys. Disney admitted it. I'm
yeah,
kidding,
right,
by the way.
exactly.
Lizzo's not trans. Um, maybe her
So,
portrayal, if she plays Phil, is, you know.
yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot if and when they do the live action Hercules. So I hope that my channel is still up and running at that point, because if that's the case, I'm gonna go in. It's gonna
Crucify.
4 hour. We're gonna do a Mauler Longman video, and it's just gonna be scene by scene
Oh,
why it was so inept.
horrid.
Yeah.
Kenton for 220 Canadian says Hans Christian Andersen, a Danish author. Ooh, I like
Yes.
Danishes, but the
Thank
food,
you.
I don't know about men.
The Danish.
I've never been with a Dane. Is that what it's called? A Danish Dane?
Yeah, I guess they would be called Danes. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
Danes.
The Danes. Who is this author? Do you know, Max?
Yeah, he's the guy who did Little Mermaid. So
Oh,
I think I said Norway, but it's actually
the Danes.
the Danes, the Danish.
Thank you, Ken, for letting us know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I will never know anyways. I can be told anything and I'll believe it.
My chat is also confirming Danes as well. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. And then Magnum Norris for 5 says Seth Rogen smoked too much Chiba and now he thinks he's Shakespeare. When drugs go wrong, guys, okay?
Drugs are bad, okay?
It's not good, okay?
Okay. How is this going to... This is concern... Oh, maybe it's supposed to lay... No. Oh.
Max is figuring something out. I can hear it.
Yeah.
It'll be okay, sir?
You can hear the wheels turning in my head, eh?
Yes, I can. And it's frightening because I'm worried about you.
So all that
Because I know
being
how
said,
perfect.
oh yes, I'm very anal.
Hmm.
We
He's
all
all about
know.
the anal.
We all know how anal. So all that being said, though, Xray, what were, or is there one specific Disney film, animated film that you remember as a child being influential to you?
Mulan. Easy. Done.
Aw,
Said Mulan.
let's
Uh,
get down to business.
I loved the girl bossy stuff that was
Oh my
like
God.
I'm saying this with the fact that she wanted to protect her father. I thought that was
True.
very beautiful. Like I
True.
will cry watching that scene where she takes her dad's armor and runs off, and
Oh
then his
yeah.
dad's like, "We can't do anything because they'll just kill her," and I'm just like, "Oh, my heart," because like I feel like even if that was a man that was taking the armor, that familial love is just so beautiful that like that's something like I would say to my family, like I will do anything for you. If you need anything, you just give me a call. I will be there. Type of business. So I thought that was a great start. I don't have to be a very pretty girl to get rough and tough and still be awesome. And I think that kind of gave way to like more tomboys sort of in the Disney princess world. Because she wasn't just like a damsel in distress. She worked hard and got to where she is for her dad. It wasn't for her specifically, and she was not very strong, but she was resourceful. Like
Mm.
the thing with the heavy metal on it to get up the pole to get that arrow, like
Yeah, that's right.
that was ingenious. And you know, I think that movie was just an embodiment of what I wanted to be kind of growing up. So, and I don't mean it because I want to be a girl boss. I just mean it like you don't have to be the strongest, biggest person to, do well in life. You just have to be you know, not the smartest per se, but resourceful with what you got.
And I think it was a great portrayal, at least the animation was a great portrayal of a female character who does have to struggle for her success, who has to like, cuz that whole montage, that whole sequence where she's training with the guys, I'll make a man out of you, you know? Um, she is like falling and she's getting kicked around, she's getting beat up. And it's like
Yup,
she's getting, she's getting the shit
that's
kicked out of
pure
her.
equality.
There you go. That's equality, baby. If you want equality, that's it. But at the end of the montage, like you said, she's able to throw herself up the telephone pole. She's able to, fight amongst the men. She trains hard. She has to get to where she is by going through struggle. And I think that makes her character very relatable at that point. And Mushu is just the best.
I love Mushu. Eddie Murphy, perfect. Perfect casting.
These supporting
Love
characters in the films, like,
They're
Sebastian,
gold.
Mushu, Philatides, like, played by Eddie Murphy, Danny DeVito. I don't know. I forget who Sebastian is, but like, yeah, great supporting cast.
But it's like you don't have the hero. It's not all about the hero. It's about your friends too, and working through things together. And I think that movies like that are awesome, and they don't highlight even the supporting characters enough, in my opinion. Because you can't go through life by yourself. And like the keys to every good movie I found, friendship and family. If you don't have those things, it's not going to be an interesting movie. Because what are things that we can relate to? Those two things. Not, I'm the best person ever. No one is the best person ever. We all deal with struggle. It's fine to struggle.
I don't know what you're talking about, Xray. Galadriel is the bestestest ever, and
Oh my
if you
God.
question her,
Says the guy who hates me when I said the thing about Hercules simping. Yes, of course. You're right, sir. I'm not gonna get that wrong.
But Jana, thank you so much. She says Max's voice is so soothing. My fussy baby is asleep. Wow, look at that.
Aw, Max's, and then there's my shrilly voice.
No.
Oh.
Well, Jana, I'm glad. Thank you. I hope it's not like too soothing to where I'm boring you guys, but and yes, Wode, Mulan had to train. She did not get the Ray treatment. However,
No.
if you watch the live action, she's just like born with magical powers. It's
She's
insane.
born from the start, and that's stupid.
It was
I don't want to just. I'm not born with magical powers. I'm not going to relate to this character. Well,
Of
okay,
course not.
maybe someone who thinks that they're that amazing will relate to it, but I won't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like you said, there will be people who are like, she was amazing the whole time, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess.
She wasn't. Magnum Norris for 20 says Lizzo was spotted in the Gulf of Mexico. The lost gold has now been consumed. If people want this gold, they need to follow that. Wow. Sorry, YouTube. A whale through her normal travel patterns should be gold nuggets sprinkled through that track.
What?
What? So he's saying that she ate all the gold and just follow her poops.
Follow her poops. Poop shoots.
Wow. I thought you were gonna say she was the Gulf.
I mean,
oh my goodness.
that would track. I always find it so interesting whenever I'm like walking around a department store and I see like the plus size models or mannequins that are like massive, and then I go to the guys section and they're all fucking jacked out of their minds. They're like 6'5", like all the models and mannequins are just like these perfect specimens, and I'm like, oh, where's mine? Where's mine?
Where's the dad bod?
Where's the dad bod? No, I don't think
Where's
that's
my
because
dad bod representation? Yeah. Well, I'm saying that, there's dad bod, and then when people say they want dad bod, I think they mean like fit dad bod.
Yeah, like maybe you just got some extra thickness, right? But
with 3 C's type.
Yeah.
Action. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
And that's more realistic. Hey, it's hard to have a body like that and keep it up forever. Good for you if you do. Really good for you if you do. But if you don't, I get it. Because I ain't Miss Perfect.
I always do think it's funny when people are like, "You're perfect the way you are," and it's like, well, I mean, there are some things I could improve on. Like, I don't think I'll ever say I'm perfect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that you have Mulan though, because like, uh, unfortunately, they did that one so dirty. Um,
Yeah. And I mean, like when I hear from like the boys, like the camps or whatever and whatnot, and I'm just like, ooh, Disney,
yeah,
your cheapness is showing through.
your your awful, awful human being corporate, you know, poison is showing.
And that's the
Um,
thing. Like, it's like, how do you justify all this stuff? And hey, I'm sure you can build some, or you can go on location in Canada, in US, and film the movie. You did not have to go to China for that. You
yeah,
really didn't.
yeah, but they wanted it to be authentic, I guess.
Uh, yeah, they clearly didn't read the story. Um, but what can you do? So this okay, I don't know what these are called, so I apologize. This thing that comes, I think this is where the bullets are. Is this supposed to be like silver or black, do you think?
I would go with silver. Are you talking about the like the ammo clip
The
there that's attached?
cartridges?
Yeah.
Sure. That.
Yeah, those should be all silver. Um,
Okay.
the ones that are
Sorry.
attached like from the gun and then they go into his backpack or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm sure it's not called a cartridge. I am being very wrong about it. I'm very wrong. I know, chat.
I
I
would
know.
I would say it's like we called it like a ammo like a belt fed machine gun, 'cause you would have like a belt of a certain um,
Ammo.
caliber. Yeah, caliber of ammunition.
Have you ever shot one of these type of guns?
Yes, yeah, we shot a 50 cal. We've shot a couple different grenade launchers.
Grenade launchers. Oh
Yeah,
my
those are
God.
fun. I forget what those are called, but yeah, M240, M249, um, belt
Okay.
feed. Yeah.
Chat saying belt feed. Sorry. Thank you. Can you tell that I know lots about guns?
That's okay.
Tons. Absolute tons. This is really fun though. I am liking the the minuteness of detail that I have to put into this. And I can see why people put the guns on afterwards because this is a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Especially if they have like capes or something, and then you're like, oh boy.
Oh, I left the capes off because I'm not
Oh,
bothering. I'm not
clever
bothering
girl. Very smart.
because
Very
that's gonna be a pain in my rear.
smart. Pain in my rear end.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I should show you this. I don't know if you
Oh,
will like this. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. See if you recognize this.
yes. Whoa, Mark 19, baby. Thank you. I was forgetting. I was blanking on the proper name there. Chat. What did
Okay, I am back.
what were
I
some of
got.
the
Oh, what
oh,
were you saying?
I was gonna ask chat. What were some of the Disney films that you guys remember seeing that kind of you grew up with that gave you like the Renaissance period, I guess, of Disney films, of Disney animation? Was it that like Little Mermaid, Lion King era, or was it more like Toy Story, Monsters Inc. era?
It
But
looks,
sorry, Xray, what were you gonna say?
it looks so cool.
Wow, what is that?
It's a metal Superman poster. I'm gonna put it in my room.
Nice. Where'd you get that bad, Larry?
A festival. It was
Oh,
just like a
cool.
bunch of nerdy stuff, comics. And I got uh for us Zelda fans, I got some art. So this is Princess Zelda. And then because you know how much I love Carrock seeds, I gotta get this framed. The poor guys, these Karoq seeds, I practically murder them.
How
Um,
so?
so that's a oh, they get tossed around. Okay,
Um,
this one, Wonder Woman, Volume 7, War Torn. I don't know, I just like the cover. She looks so freaking hot.
ooh, I'm waiting for. Oh, I'm looking at the little seed guy right now.
Hmm.
I'm waiting for the Wonder Woman though.
So
Oh
it's a
yeah,
hardcover DC
nice.
comic. I don't know where this is from, but it's funny because the guy originally got it from Dollarama for $4 and sold it for 10. But it does say
Oh,
it was like originally like 30 bucks Canadian, so that's fine. I don't
good,
care.
good find, good find. Yeah, that might have been New 52 era. I think. I'm not sure,
I don't know.
but
I just like the cover. And
she,
then
yeah,
I
she looked
got
hot.
this Detective Batman. Uh,
Ooh,
he looks really cool and ominous here. It says uh Deluxe Edition 1027, celebrating 1,000 issues since the debut of The Dark Knight. And I like the back too, because you got Robin.
look at you getting all
Hey,
nerdy.
excuse me.
God bless you.
I don't know who these artists are, so I do have to apologize, but I'm gonna read the book because I mean, it has a lot, like even inside here, like, well, so this is like my first actual like super nerdy like graphic novel slash comic book that I've purchased on my own without
Nice.
finding. Like they look really cool. Look at Batman, how sexy he looks there. Sorry, Batman, Batman shrimp.
Yeah, you're
Um,
shrimping.
mhm.
We
And then
need
I
to
got
get
something.
you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, have you ever seen these before? Snaps, bang snaps.
Um, Sorry, I'm waiting for your stream to catch up with me. Snaps. Is it like a?
Makes loud noises like a, it's not like a gunshot,
Oh,
but
yeah, you just throw them on
they're
the
fun
ground or
kid
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you really are. You went all little kid at this little festival. How fun.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was fun because I was like, I love this little stall here. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff. Like, uh, I want to get more into this, but it kind of sucks because like getting into it requires so much research. I feel like with
Mm,
comics,
yeah.
because
Well,
getting right into it, it's not easy because you're
no.
coming in the middle.
You're kind of coming in the middle, and it's like, okay, if I want to start on issue one, what storyline, what year, what like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, issue one could mean so many different things. So, uh, what we should do is like, well, I know the guys on BBC talk about it every now and then, but if you want, I could try and get you kind of a like a couple graphic novels that I could put on like an Amazon wish list for you, that you could take a look at and go, what looks interesting or what looks like something I'd want to read, and they would be like classic Batman reads, just so you
Ooh.
know, oh, this is uh, like quintessential Batman, so that you're not
Mm.
wondering, oh, is this just some random story or is this a stupid modern, garbage? That way you kind of know what to go with. I don't know, but might be a
Hey,
fun option.
I'm down for that. I
Yeah.
also like I keep saying this. I will go to Gary's house to organize his comics. It will happen at some point. My problem will be I probably am going to get distracted and just start reading it while I'm doing it.
Mm,
But we'll see. We'll see. And like his stuff too,
100%.
I'm sure he'll like help guide, but I actually have to probably do actual work at the same time, so not get too distracted. A little's fine, you know.
He's like, X-Ray, it's been a week and you've gotten only one box down. What the heck?
Sorry, it's just so good.
They're all just, I want to keep reading.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think you would be infatuated with the art. Like, you'd see the art and just be like, I have to look at this.
Well, we will see. We will see what ends up happening. Also, hi Kara in the chat. I see you. I see you. Magnum says, for 5, I'm a comedian. Sometimes jokes hit and sometimes they don't. Either way, I love F&T and keep doing what you're doing. I'll see you in the next chat. Oh, you're leaving? Thank you for joining, Magnum. I hope you have a good day. Also, Iron Omega. Oops. For 5 says, Xray, are you planning on getting the starter 10th edition 40K box set? Check out Warrior Tier 40K audio dramas. A Vox in the Void is really good too.
Oh, nice.
Have you heard of that, Max?
So the 10th edition box set comes with 2 armies. It comes with Space Marines and Tyranids, and it's basically going to give you like an amended version of the rulebook. It'll give you some codices, like it'll give you dice and stuff like that. Basically, the first initial things that you need to play the game. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's probably one of the more sought after box sets that the Warhammer fans and community really have wanted to get in recent years. Because I'd say probably every 2 or 3 years they come out with a new box set for a new edition. So like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, it was a 9th edition box set that came out with 2 armies and like same or similar concept or whatnot. So if it's something that you would want to get, you definitely could spend the money on it. You know, and then you and Mark, like Mark could play Tyranids and you could play Space Marines or vice versa. So
I have a feeling it's going to be a solo venture.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
And I would actually look at, I don't know how much it costs, especially with the Canadian bucks. If it's something maybe I can get in the UK, that would be kind of cool because I heard it's cheaper out there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So maybe we'll see. We'll see. But that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I have a question for you, Max.
yeah.
So you see how at the bottom of this machine gun, we'll call it machine gun, there's these 3 prongs. I don't know what those are. Are those like extra areas where the bullet can come out? Should I paint it black or silver? I don't know if you can see it very well.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Chat, you can chime in too, because I obviously don't know gun anatomy.
I think you could probably go with those being silver as well. I would say that those are barrels.
Okay.
I don't think,
cool.
I don't see those as like, I don't think it's a tripod. If it were a tripod, then yeah.
It's a stabilizer. This is a grenade launcher?
Ooh.
I mean, guys, I don't know. The barrel looks so skinny. I'd imagine it's like bullets. I mean, like 50 caliber bullets. Am I saying that right?
50 cal? The,
Those are the biggest ones, right? Before you get into like explosives.
the cool thing about the bolt gun, is like the bolt gun it's basically you're shooting grenade. It's like a grenade launcher, but they're actual bullets. Like each bullet is a grenade. So that's why the barrel is so thick, I guess.
But
it's
I'm in
Learnton. So like the second that you shoot one of those bolter rounds, that thing goes off, and the second it hits someone, it's just turning them into pink mist. And yes, Harley, I agree. Happiness is a belt-fed weapon. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
I'm gonna tell that to Mark. I use a belt next time. Hey, baby, I heard this is happiness. Let's try it out.
A belt is happiness?
I'm kidding. All right, I'm gonna just turn this a little towards me because I like bringing this closer like this. So you see oh yeah, that's the chair. But I need it.
In terms of Warhammer 40K books, Eric, I think you were asking about 40K books, and I think one of your chatters, Xray, had asked about 40K audiobooks or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently reading slash listening to the second Gaunt's Ghosts book. The first one was the first and only. I don't remember what the second book is called, but I'm currently reading that. I'm going through Valdor, Birth of the Imperium. That's the other audiobook. And then, yeah, I'm reading those two right now, and they're really, really great. And then I have, what's the other one? Hell's Reach on there as well. But I've read Hell's Reach like 2 times already, but I wanted to get an audio version just because some of the audio, like the voices on some of the audio tracks are just incredible. So.
I love audiobooks. Makes it so much easier to read.
Yeah, it really does. And you can be reading when you're driving, when you're doing cardio, when you're painting. So.
Oh, there we go. Max cheats on me and paints with audiobooks.
Oh. I would never. Never mind. I absolutely do.
There we go. See? Does that make you a high value man?
I was about to say, well, that's actually what the Red Pill movement would want me to do, right? That's what they,
cheat on me.
yeah.
Painting Warhammer without me? How dare you?
But if I were a high value man, you just have to say, oh, well, like, what?
I have to share you with audiobooks because
Oh my God, yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, anything Dan Abnett, Jay, anything, I really like Aaron Dembski Bowden. I like Graham MacNeil. I like William King. A lot of good ones, I think I'm missing another one. But yeah. Eisenhorn series is very, very good as well.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah. Oh, Smoo does say you are a high value man, and I agree with that.
Oh, well, thank you. No matter how high value I am, cheating is never okay. That's just not.
So stop. Oh my God.
So, if it's cheating on audiobooks, yeah, no.
I mean, it's not the worst, I guess. Suppose it could be with another noob Warhammer painter.
Xray, I have a confession to make.
What?
Kara and I have been streaming without you on the weekdays. No, I'm kidding.
But the thing is, she's not a noob. I am. It's okay.
I
get it.
This is true.
I get it. She's on a higher tier than I am when it comes to the Warhammer stuff.
Oh.
And I do agree. I want to see her army so bad. One day when I visit her in wherever she lives,
yeah,
I'm gonna check that out.
Who knows where she is on this earth?
Definitely not in Canada. I'll tell you that. But I know where she's gonna be in 2 weeks.
What are you excited for in 2 weeks? Pray tell.
Freedom, Buckies, guns, nerd stuff,
comics. Yep.
Comics.
Manga, anime.
What else? What else could we be so excited about?
Drinks.
Cosplay, drinks, hanging out with my friends. Sounds like a gay old time.
A real gay time.
Real old school gay time. You know.
I'm, as our lovely Tugs would say, I'm here for it.
Yes, I am definitely here for it. But yeah, so I'm excited to. Well, I don't know if we're ever gonna actually see a Bucky's because we're not really driving.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense for us to be like, okay, let's take an Uber to Bucky.
Road trip into Bucky's, guys. Here we go. Yeah.
It just sounds so silly.
Yes, thank you, Woad Warrior. Chris Wright is pretty solid. Chris Wright does a lot of the Black Templar stuff, so that's the one who I was forgetting. White Scars is good, yeah. Sorry, Xray, I'm just nerding out on books.
No, it's all good. I love it. Get your nerd on.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, I'm looking forward to it. We should have a ton of fun. We'll do a couple streams, hopefully while we're together, I'm assuming.
hmm
Um,
The plan is to maybe do a Warhammer mini painting session stream,
wow, okay.
but I don't know if we'll have time for that, to be honest. I think between you and I, we'll wake up early. Kara wakes up pretty early too, so we might be able to do one in the morning, but it
Okay.
also depends on what panels you guys want to go to and whatnot. I don't, to be honest, Dallas Fan Expo is not the end all be all. I don't need to do anything there. It's more about the people going for me. I
I
don't.
yeah, I know that for me there are actually quite a few things that I need to do at the expo.
And that's fair.
A couple creators I need to go see, couple actors and stuff like that I'm gonna go get signatures from and stuff like that. So I will most likely be at the con for a good portion of time, but whenever I'm not, we'll be back at the
Hell
place
yeah. Hell
drinking,
yeah.
live streams, and all that good stuff. So I don't think I'm gonna bring any models though, unless you want me to. Um,
We'll see. I was gonna go to the store Monday and see if I can find something, but
okay.
we'll see. We'll see. Because I have limited room to pack as well.
Yeah.
But I also want to see what models I can find if it's just singular and if I can bring home safely. Because, oh, at least when I go home, I will have a check-in bag. Going there, it's just what I have. Or for a, what's it called? The carry-on. Carry-on.
Mm.
I only have a carry-on for then. I think next time I'm only going to put one paint out at a time. I've just learned that I can only do one at a time.
Do you have the black and silver right now?
I have black, silver, gold, and white out.
Oh my lord.
I know. I was thinking I had a lot of time, but as I'm
Little
doing this, I was like, oh, this is
little
difficult to
ambitious.
do.
Yeah.
I was so ambitious. Well, because I painted the purple so quickly, and that took like less than the 2 hours, and then painting the gun, holy crap.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different metal parts on there.
There's just so much detail. So I wasted paint. That's okay.
We all do. It's all right.
I'm learning. I'm learning. There's a little bit of a curve here, and I'm okay with that. I'm probably going to be very wasteful sometimes. And
Chat, look
paints
at
are
how
not cheap.
they are not. They've only gotten more expensive as time has gone on, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted.
no, you're good. I'm just musing at how dope these custodes like models are. Like that looks fucking rad. Very
Yeah. Oh,
Roman
nice.
legionnaire-esque. He's holding like this cool eagle banner.
Oh,
Uh,
the banner looks cool. You're gonna have fun painting that.
oh yeah. And their color scheme is actually really simple, and I actually like um, the technique of painting them. It's basically a they're basically gold boys. So you just everything is gold.
Oh,
So
gold members.
gold members. So
Wonder if he
yeah,
knows Austin Powers, gold member guy.
I know
Although they're not in the
Gold
same
Member was
time
one of my
period.
favorite Austin Power films.
It was a fun movie. I think Austin Powers was very fun. Okay, I think it was. It's a classic at this point, and
It's
I'm all
very
for it because, hey, they knew how to have fun back then.
oh yeah, it's very of its time. Well, no,
Hmm.
it's very timeless, but now looking back, people would probably get offended by it. But
Oh my God, Britney Spears with the
oh,
nipple guns.
I love it. Yeah.
That was amazing.
And yeah,
Uh,
Beyonce is in Gold Member, and it's like, ugh,
and
she's
she was a
gorgeous.
fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So I wonder what she has to say about that time for her, if she actually enjoyed it or not. Just out of curiosity.
That's a good point. I feel like she was very much more like down to earth and wholesome during that time. Like she seemed like she was just more fun and smiling and just like happy go
Yeah.
lucky.
Was she just
And
acquiescing though to the time period? Because you know how like some people go back and they're like, I definitely did not have fun. This was horrible. Blah 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 blah.
that yeah, that's the question. I don't know if it's like was she just trying to fit in during that time, but like now like people call her Queen Bee and everything, and it's just like this like she's this entity now as opposed to a celebrity. She's like transcended. I don't
Hmm.
get it. And I feel like her attitude has
Her
changed because of
music
that. But
isn't that great in my opinion. Sorry, Queen
it's
Bey.
it's very yeah, it's
It's
fine.
very basic.
Yeah.
Crazy in Love was like that album was amazing. It was
We'd be all
fantastic.
night.
Yeah, and
Love.
I feel like I think the last couple they were fine, but I didn't think they were better than her previous work, but I mean, to each their own. So yeah, and yeah, that line, I'm Foxy Cleopatra, I'm a whole lot of woman.
Oh, love it. I love that. Yeah, she looked
Like,
and
heck yes, you were.
she really was a whole lot of woman. Uh, but yeah, I remember always remember watching that and just being like, who is this? Because I didn't really know who she was until I saw her in that.
Mm.
And I was just like, whoever she is, she's rocking.
And, and look, hey, diversity in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I've never heard Max get so
Flustered.
mm. I think this is the most you've been.
No. I've been much more. I mean, if you've ever heard me talk about Catherine Winnick, she's one of the women actresses on Vikings. You'll know
Hmm.
my. Whew, I have to take like a 30-second break off stream to just
Oh wow.
calm myself. Yeah.
Oh wow. That amazing, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Fuck
my.
you. Fuck you. Fuck me.
Oh my God. Such
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah.
So
Just
unapologetically funny.
so funny and goofy and like yeah, just innocent in a way that's like yeah, like you said, unapologetic, you know. I
It's the
can't
way
tell
it
if I want
should
him
be.
looking this way or this way.
Ooh. All my men look straight. Eyes up front, boys.
My eyes are down here, boys.
Oh, this is so sexy. I'm doing the second layer of black
Ooh,
on some of the guns now, and it's looking really good.
good. Nice. I'm
Edge.
glad that you're enjoying it and that you're getting good results too.
Mm-hmm. That second layer does look so much better.
It definitely gives a
Mm.
cleaner look and it really ends up giving a better, deeper, richer color than just the first layer. But all right, boys, I think
Oh my God.
this
Mole, 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 mole,
yes.
mole, mole, mole.
uh
Mm. Sorry, interrupted.
mo-
I apologize.
mole. I wanna cut it off and chop it into guacamole.
Mole, mole, mole. To be
All
fair, that
right.
was a big mole.
It really was. It's really funny. I think this golden boy is done, my friend. So we're gonna put him off to
Ooh.
the side. Meow.
How
And that
many
is
figures are in that, by the way?
only 5. Because each one of them is just so freaking detailed. Like here's I did another one, a spear boy.
Oh.
He like these guys take a lot longer than normal Space Marines, just because they have a ton of parts and they're a lot larger models. Um, so yeah, I got two down, 3 to go. But yeah, I'm loving. I'm actually really having a good time with these Custodes.
Oh,
They're
good.
they're badass.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't cheat on me yet, so I'm gonna remember this forever.
Yet.
Yet. I know. It might happen later. I'm gonna ask about it. I'm gonna be that woman. So, what'd you do today?
Oh, no.
Who'd you do it with? I'm kidding.
That is actually really, really funny.
You can
So,
cheat on me with Warhammer.
let me go ahead and
Your
see your phone
audiobook.
there. Can I see your
Yeah,
phone for a second?
I need to see your audiobook playlist and when you played it.
How far along are you on your audiobook? You're already on chapter 5? Oh, I can't believe you.
I knew you'd do this to me. Ever since you said it in that super chat.
And then you're like, let me see how many models have you built? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Show me.
Xray, you don't want to see. No, I need to see. I have to see it.
Show it to me. I need to know.
And it's like thousands of miniatures, and you're like, I knew it. You've been building all of these behind my back.
How dare you? I thought we had a thing. It's so true that people do say that when they do get cheated on. I mean, to no one's fault, of course, but yeah, it's such a play-by-play of the truth. It's crazy. It is crazy.
I think it's also taken from a lot of like telenovelas and movies and TV shows that we've seen a lot as well. Those portrayals of like, instances of cheating. Yeah.
Asraid. Also, if you can, bring up Max's man cave. Well, not man cave. I mean, it is kind of your cave. Stream and watch him build his Adeptus Custodes.
Hey, look at that. That is perfect pronunciation. Good work.
I remembered.
And thank you so much for the shout out. And yeah, you guys are more than welcome to hop on over here anytime you guys want.
We are building Warhammer and painting. Well, he's building and painting, and he's not allowed to cheat on me with his audiobooks, but he will anyways. I know.
Yeah, Harley says, you raised an army without me?
Oh my god.
Whose army is this, huh?
I thought this was our thing.
Yeah, right.
But, he's being his high value Warhammer self.
Of course. Woad says, Custodes eat trenbolone sandwiches and never skip leg day.
Trenbolone? What's that?
Trenbolone is a hormone. It's basically a steroid that a lot of bodybuilders take. It's called Tren for short.
Oh.
But it's like, yeah, Tren's a hell of a thing. It will Tren, I think, is very noteworthy for being the, you ever heard of roid rage?
Yeah.
That normally comes from Tren.
Is there a lot of testosterone in it? Or
I think there's a couple different. I think, you know what? I wish I were more well versed and knowledgeable on it. And chat, you may be able to help me out with this, but I think it's a trenbolone is the actual compound that may have testosterone in it. Because I know that some guys will just take testosterone naturally, like testosterone replacement therapy. But trenbolone and HGH, like human growth hormone, those are like on top of, to really, like, if you're really trying to kill yourself type of thing. So
interesting. Okay. Well. Oh.
I heard a
my camera's
sleepy
frozen.
Mark. Uh-oh, your camera's frozen. Oh, it is. Oh no.
Just gonna reactivate it. There we go.
How are you enjoying your top-down camera setup?
Yeah. People are sad they don't see boobas, I'm sure. Oh my god. Adjust. Oh, there we go.
That's fair.
I'm sure.
Understandable.
But we had to update it. There's something about when the camera was not 90 degrees that it bothered me so much.
Yeah.
And now that it's fixed, my ADD, I guess,
Yeah.
my little idiosyncrasy of 90-degree angles has been sated.
Well,
It's
it
so
looks
stupid. It's so
looks
small.
great.
I'm stupid. No, maybe I shouldn't do the white because I was gonna do white belts, and then I was thinking like highlighting the armor with like gold in like the joints, or should I just do silver since I don't know. We'll see. I have time to figure out what I want to do.
The joints I normally go with black. Um, but you could do silver. Like for the trim around the shoulder pads, I
Do
think
the
that might,
gold.
yeah, that might be cool to do gold. I've seen that done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because the black looks really good on the guns, but I don't know if I want to do black for everything else
yeah.
or if I want to do the white. Because the black might look like it's drowned out, but it also might look really cool, and white might just highlight it too much. But I don't know. Maybe I should just make it gray or something.
You could do like a test model where you try the white and then you do another one, you try the black and you see which one you like better. Sometimes I'll do that. And then before I make a final decision on all the models, I'll just do like a quick test one. Test run on test one.
I mean, chat, you can help me too. I think this will be good, as well as Max. What do you think for the joints? Black or white? Or should I do gold or like a little brush of gold on top or silver? I don't know. Just I'm putting all the options out there.
Thanks for being here, Corey. I know you got to dip out. So have a great
Hi,
rest of
Corey.
the weekend and enjoy your Memorial Day, brother.
Memorial Day is all about like remembering the people had passed.
Yes,
I'm
it's
just clarifying.
our fallen, yeah. I was just about to ask, do you guys have like a Memorial Day? Is it Remembrance Day for you guys?
We don't have a specific Memorial Day, but yeah, it's like Remembrance Day for sure.
Okay.
Um, okay, Aaron Omega for 5 says, Xray, you should watch the Hell's Reach movie. It's a fan-made 40K movie based on the audiobook. Thank you also to Andrew who pointed out I forgot that. I'm so sorry, Aaron Omega, for missing your super chat earlier. And you said I missed a message? See, I don't see it. I think I got everything. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I talked over you again, Max.
No, it's all good. Yeah, the Hell's Reach fan-made movie is dope. It's super badass and pretty damn accurate. So that's
Awesome.
a good little film that you, if you've got, I think it's like 2.5 hours. Forget.
So it's educational as well as entertaining.
You wouldn't even have to read the book.
Is it on YouTube?
It is, yep. Yeah, free to watch on the YouTubios.
Okay, Hell's Reach. Have that in my head. Oh, I heard about Mark's message, I think, about the internet people coming tomorrow. I'm very disappointed in you, Rogers.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
They did not even come at all, which is more, I don't know what I'm more disappointed about, that they didn't come at all because they were supposed to between 8 to 10, or that they were going to bother me later. I don't know what's worse.
I always find it like so ridiculous when they're like, yeah, our window for coming by your house is anywhere from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And you're like, what? So,
Oh my God. Or like delivering furniture, like especially like beds
yeah.
and stuff. When you live in a condo and you're like, so I'm getting a delivery of a bed. I need to rent out the elevator, or like tell them that you need the elevator at like from 1 to 5. And you're like, you can only use it for 3 hours. Well, I don't know what to do then.
Yeah, what if they get here at 1, or what if they get here at 5? I'm kind of screwed either way.
Uh-huh. Like, how dare you question like what companies have put it out? I'm only trying to work within what I was given. So, and like, it's not like you can just leave it in the lobby either.
I had
Or at least
a
you shouldn't.
yeah, well, yeah, because then you never know, someone might just pick it up.
Just wipe it.
Yeah.
I mean, a mattress is pretty big.
You never know. Get someone with a truck and two dudes, and it's gone. I've heard that happen with motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah, if you've
Oh, that
got,
sucks.
you just get like a truck bed, you get two dudes with a little ramp, and if that motorcycle isn't locked, you just roll it on up.
Dang. That sucks.
I know, right? That's like, especially if that's your only vehicle. Ugh. But that's
Mm-hmm.
why it's smart to, like when I had a motorcycle, I'd always lock the front axle so that it were, even if the engine were unlocked or something, that like
They
the
can't
key,
move it.
yeah, they can't actually drive it or move it because that front axle is locked.
And my motorcycles are heavy.
Oof, yeah. You
Have
would
you ever
actually
dropped
need.
yours?
I've only laid a bike down once, and I wasn't really going very fast, so thankfully
Mm.
nothing happened. But yeah, my dad has actually had an accident. He broke like
Ooh,
lots of things. So
poor guy.
yeah,
And I mean, like hospitals, we always like that's the one thing we never want anyone in our family to do is ride a motorcycle because of the extensive injuries that you can get. But he's okay though. Your dad?
he's good now for the most part. It definitely made him a lot weaker. And it
Mm.
definitely screwed with his back and some of his joints and stuff. But
Ah, that
um,
sucks.
yeah, if he didn't have his helmet on though, whew, later he'd be gonzo.
Yeah. Where are
So
your safety equipment? You think it looks, you know,
dumb or something.
uncool?
Yeah.
Safety is cool, okay? Safety is life-saving.
Yeah.
I sound like my
Safety
parents now.
first, kids.
I don't want to wear a helmet, Mom.
I know, right?
I don't look cool.
Mom is always right. Mom, mom and dad tend to always be right. You look back and then you go, "Oh man, they were right about this one thing."
Mm-hmm.
At least
Mm-hmm.
that's what I've found over the years. But
Oh, definitely for me. I've had that conversation with my mom where I go to her and I'm like, so I'm really sorry about
sorry.
my behavior in the past and
No.
just wanted to let you know that a lot of things you said came true and was right and
Mm.
I, wanted to be so right and I know I'm sorry I was so difficult to be around.
So, do you think that if you guys end up having any little baby cyborgs soon, that once they get older, you think they'll be having that conversation with you and going, "Well, Mama X-ray, you were right. I was wrong."
I hope so. I mean, that's just a sign that they've grown up and matured and
Right?
are aware. Because, we're going to have also, thank you, Mr. Pork Chop, for the potato raid. They're going to push back and say, you don't know. And it's just, teenagers, they don't see the bigger picture
Yeah.
and whatnot. And that they're not the only people experiencing this.
Yeah.
We've all gone through it. And where my parents were trying to come from, and I totally love and agree with this, is that it's love so that you don't make the same mistakes. But I think my parents had just learned that we just need to make those mistakes again and again and again, and it's gonna probably end up being the same cycle. I feel like I've learned enough from my experience with my parents that I want to say things once, and then if it doesn't translate and they take that in, then good luck to you. I'm just gonna make sure you're safe for the most part, and that's all I can do.
Yeah. And sometimes, it might, like, I'm sure it hurts the parents to watch their kids go through that, but it's like one of those things that they might have to go through that in order to learn. It's like riding a
Hmm.
bike, like you fall over and it sucks to watch your kid fall off the bike, but that that's
They're
how
gonna learn.
they are going to learn. And you have to kind of watch that sometimes and just
Mm,
go, hey, as long as I'm watching them and knowing that they're safe and they've got their helmet on and I've given them all the tools to succeed, they still
that's
may
all you can
fail,
do.
you know. So,
All you can do.
yeah.
And I mean, my parents, they were overbearing for a good couple years, and then they stepped back when we were adults, 18, 19-year olds. And I think that that was a great way to do it. I'm sure it sucked and it was hard to watch, but if they were too in our business, I think they would have pushed us away too far,
Yeah.
given our
Kind of,
personalities.
for sure. Yeah. Who was more of the rebel?
Me.
You and your I knew it.
There's a reason why I'm very understanding is because I made those mistakes, a lot of those mistakes, things that my parents told me about.
Yeah.
And I had to become self-aware to learn from them and know that and that's why like with the family stuff especially, like I will do anything for my family because they were there for me in some of the hardest moments of my life when I didn't think I deserved it. And
Yeah.
I think that family is a beautiful thing. And if you don't have family, you can have friends that are family, and it is what it is. And that's why I think the tropes of friendship and family are one of the most beautiful things, because I have friends who are my family that I made into family, where our parents hang out. That's like pretty cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool, yeah. As Vin Diesel would say, family.
And yes, I have an online dad, and I have like kind of two online dads. I have a
You
white dad,
do.
Mr. Gary Beekler, and I have Alan Ing, who is I see him sometimes. I actually have never talked to him. I want to talk to him
Oh
one
my
day.
god, it's so funny. They play your clip on Film Thread all the time.
All the time.
Hi, Dad. From Vegas.
Like, that is amazing. I love it.
Oh, it's so
I'm glad
funny.
that they have that because
Yeah.
I mean, Alan seems like a nice dude too, and he seems like a very good father from what I've seen. And
Yeah.
he's so easygoing. He's so easygoing. Not all Asian parents are easygoing. I can tell you that. My parents
Ah.
were all about the analytics.
Analytics. You get stung by B? Why you not get stung by A?
Oh my God.
That's a dad joke right there for
Oh my God. I'm going to steal that, possibly.
you.
Kara, if you're not here, this might be something we tell you as a joke. Kara learning how to be Asian. We eat
Love it.
gross foods, anything and everything. You need to get A's. At least she's got the organization down, okay?
Oh my god, for real. You guys both are just two peas in a
Weirdos.
pod. Yeah. I actually, there's something to be said about that. Like, I think a couple of people have seen my room and just how like clean and organized and everything it is. It's very military, like that's how I tend to keep everything like that. Um,
Ah, dang
I
it, Kara's in the chat.
oh, dang it, Kara, get out of here. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
But yeah, no,
But anyways,
so that
your
that
cleanliness.
organization part, yeah, of things is like so satisfying for me.
And I mean, your military background kind of really ironed that into you, whether you liked it or not.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish Mark he got the military clean buff, but he is who he is. I accept him for
Yeah.
everything he is.
The
And yeah.
yeah, the gamer in him took over for sure.
And I think that like he just doesn't see the dirt, and I totally accept that, and that's why I do the cleaning, because if he did the cleaning, I'd be driven nuts. Nuts. And that's okay. We have our strengths
Yeah.
and weaknesses. His are computers and games.
Hey, there you go.
Mine is organization.
And sometimes like there are chores where I like laundry and stuff. I'll do that right away. I don't mind doing that as a chore. Vacuuming, not a problem. Do that all the time. But like dishes, I'm like, ugh, I hate doing the dishes. And yeah, that's a good point, Harley. Once I start cleaning, I don't stop. Like, because then it just
Oh.
becomes like, oh, this needs to be clean and this needs to be clean, and my analness comes into play. So
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Kara's doing chores right now. She's half listening. It's okay. We can still do the joke then, if you didn't hear.
Ah, good, good.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
But yeah, a friend of mine was joking, and she was like, "Watch, you're gonna find a girl that's like super messy." Like
You think so?
fall in love with a girl that's super messy. I don't know. I don't think so. That'd be quite the conundrum, though.
One of my coworkers, he is very clean, and I'm always so jealous of him and his wife. I'm like, that just sounds so beautiful to just both want that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Love has no choice.
Yeah. You love who you love.
Yeah.
Like
And
there's-
cleaning's not going to change the personality of the person that you care for,
Yeah.
to be honest. To be honest. But yeah, there's some girls that are very messy out there. Some
I
very
see.
messy girls.
I see, like, I'll go on Twitch every now and then, like if I'm watching you or Kara or Wicked or, whoever's on. And like it gives me recommendations for other Twitch channels that I'd enjoy, and I'll like click on them,
Uh-huh.
and it's these women who just have like pigsties, or it looks like a
What?
tornado has gone off in their room as they're like in the background. I'm like, girl, you're like on live feed right now, right? Like hundreds of people are watching you. Like your bed is like a disaster. Your whole room looks like a grenade went off.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of what you see in my area is going to be clean. I do not care.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's just who I am. I mean, there even Ryan Kinnell, he will make sure his whatever is in view is clean, even though he is not the cleanest person.
Right.
I got to give it to him. That's so weird, and it's always girls that I guess are the messy ones. I've never really seen a guy's messy room.
I mean, I'm sure there are guys on there that I don't tend to watch guy gamers, I guess, just because the algorithm doesn't send me that. Um,
Max is
'Cause
not gay confirmed.
gr girls have fucking Twitch on easy mode. They're living life on training wheels. So like they just kind of have to play video games, and guys will watch. So
Mm-hmm.
no offense to you at all.
Oh, I'm a
I'm
horrible gamer. I love when people are like, you're not good at gaming. I'm like, yeah, when did I say I was good?
yeah. People like, regardless of whether you are good or not, like they're there for you and your personality and your bubbliness and your conversations and stuff like that. Gaming is a plus, but whereas like guys, it's like I feel like you are there for their skill.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or you
there
could be
are
bad at gaming too, as
true,
a male, and
and you can be
entertainingly
entertaining.
bad.
Yeah. And there are exceptions to the rule with anything, of course. I'm not stereotyping women or men, but I'm just saying in
Obviously, women are
general.
better at gaming than men.
X-Ray Girl did not exist to be easy on the eyes for you, Chad.
Or did I? I don't know. This top is pretty easy on the eyes, I think.
Yeah,
I just
sorry,
wanted to
chat.
dress easy for today.
No tank tops for me this morning.
But he might have some silkies on. You don't know.
Silky's on. I guess that's kind of the fun of it, right? You guys don't know if I'm in shorts or sweatpants or undies
Until he
or
decides to
silkies.
stand up and pee on his desk.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm kidding. Hopefully you don't do that.
I would just have to I'd have to be in a place where I just don't care about my career anymore. Like, or my life. If I did that, I would just really not have to yeah. Like at what point point mentally, would you
Would
just
you
be
have to
like, yeah,
be?
this is cool?
That's fine.
Yeah,
No big deal.
no biggie. I'm okay
It's
with
just a
this.
little bit of piss.
just,
Just a little bit of piss.
just a little bit. Guys, it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of piss. Like, what? Imagine, yeah, thinking that's okay. Oh, well.
Yeah. Melanie Mack is a clean person. Yeah, she's got a nice room.
Oh,
Her room's
nice.
usually very clean from what I can tell.
Sweet.
I can't wait to see her full setup. Hopefully she's almost done because I know she moved and
Oh, good for her.
and she has a cow. I mean, I think her parents have the cow, but she has a cow. I mean,
What's theirs is hers. Yeah.
yeah. And my first thing was butter. And she's like, hell yeah.
But
Gonna make her own butter.
her,
I'm so jealous. I want to be able to do that.
you want to milk a cow?
I want to milk a cow. I want to reach down to the udders and squeeze out that milk, that warm,
Get all that
fatty milk.
Oh my god.
And then I want to churn it with my churn thingy.
Mm.
Obviously, I know what things are called. And make that sweet, sweet butter.
That
Well,
thick,
actually,
sweet
salty.
butter.
It's salty. I don't think I would want sweet butter. It'd be kind of weird. Well, also keto.
Mm. You gonna start drinking raw eggs too?
I've done it and it's fine. Actually, I saw in our neighborhood they have someone selling quail eggs. I'm like, I kind of want to try that. If
Ooh, I heard
that's
those are good. Yeah.
nicer than regular eggs, like the chicken eggs. So, yeah. I mean, I have had quail eggs um in like ramen style stuff. Like they'll put a quail egg because it's small and cute instead of a just chicken egg, and
Mm-hmm.
that's good. He's good.
Dank chicky nuggies.
Oh no, I couldn't kill and pluck a chicken.
Oh no.
Think about it. Would you be able to do that and gut them?
Ugh, just eat a little baby raw chicken. Is that
No,
what you're saying?
like to make chicken nuggies.
Uh, isn't
Do
that
you
how you
think
should? Shouldn't
yeah,
chicky
it's how you
nuggies
do
be
it.
made with chicken?
Yeah, yeah. You have to process it all and make it. So you kill it, you have to pluck the feathers, and then you have to gut it. And would you
Ooh.
be able to do that, you think?
Um, I think if I had grown up on it, I think so. Like I think I've done a few farm chores like in Texas while I was there. I did a few things around the farm that my buddy showed me how to do, and like it's hard work. Like it is hard work, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it would actually be really satisfying, and I think I'd like it a lot if I kind of grew up on that lifestyle. Um,
Yeah. Like right now with our like garden, it was really hard the getting everything prepared. Once that's gone, you just have to water daily,
yeah.
and that's easy. Is just getting all the weeds and fertilizer and soil and blah, blah, blah. I hated doing that. I don't like getting my hands dirty. I wear two pairs of gloves when I do gardening.
No.
I know, I'm
Well,
such a girl.
especially if you have like nail polish on or something, you probably don't want to ruin that.
I just
So.
want dirt under my nails, so I wear nitrile gloves and then the gardening gloves on top. Okay, what time is it, by the way? I haven't been keeping track of time.
Oh, it's like right at 9, almost noon for you.
Perfect. And I just finished painting all the guns
Hey, look at
twice.
that.
I got 2 layers on,
Ooh, great.
and I've wasted so much paint.
Oh.
Stupid gold and silver.
I will tell you this. I have never in my career as painting Warhammer run out of a paint pot. So I think you're good.
Yet?
Yeah.
Really?
Like
Oh.
they get dry after a few years, and you have to get new ones. But like I've never used an entire paint pot before. So
Wow.
there's plenty of paint in there for you. I think you should be
Wow.
good.
Okay. Well, there we go.
And
There we
hello,
go.
Zaxx. Great to see you here. He says, I used to drink raw eggs all the time until my wife decided it was making me too based. Love it.
Oh, So she wants you to be less base?
No, right? So wait, is that low tea or high tea?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
high tea until you stop drinking raw eggs.
um,
What does it taste like or feel like, X-ray, to drink the?
just goopy. It goes down really easy. So when I had it in the milk, in the fight milk, like it's just you chug it and it's almost like gooey. But I don't chew it and just swallow.
Yeah, you just well, well, chat. We all know how X-ray eats her raw eggs now. So there you go.
Well, it was only like the one time that I ate the raw egg. But I like when I do like over easy, like having that yolk a little yolky. And if you like your
Yeah,
yolks like that, like realistically, you are eating a raw egg,
yeah.
just eating the whites raw. And then I think your body does end up cooking it because your temperature is, 96
Oh,
Fahrenheit or whatever, 36 degrees Celsius. So that should cook an egg, I think. Right? Right?
I've always I've always wondered if like, because I've heard different studies of people that will say that eating a raw egg will not give you the nutrients that it's like the same thing with
Same
like
thing.
if you steam vegetables or something that you don't get the same minerals and vitamins that normally come with vegetable. I don't know. So
I don't think that's true, at least
necessarily
for an egg.
true.
For a vegetable, if you're steaming it and you let the nutrients in the water go and you pour the water out, you can see that.
Mm.
I can see that. And then there are some key things like in garlic, like if you do cook it, it changes the molecular structure to be something that is not as helpful. So I can see that, but I don't know about eggs specifically. The
Yeah,
protein will still be protein raw.
yeah. I mean I would think so. Yeah, but
Hmm. Hmm.
maybe the science is wrong. The doctors are wrong.
Mm, maybe.
Um, but I know that you probably need to dip out here so that
For lunch.
you've got lunch and
Yes.
another stream, and I'm gonna head off to ooh,
Go to
Choich,
your other church,
my
your other
Choich.
religion.
Yeah, right.
The
Yeah.
probably more important one, but you know.
I come here in the mornings to worship the Emperor, but then after this I perform blasphemy against the Imperium, and I go worship Big Daddy God. So.
Did you just call Big Daddy? God. Oh my goodness.
It's so
I feel
funny
like that's
because
kind of blasphemous.
well, what's funny is like because Christians and Catholics will say like Father, like Father God.
Hmm.
Um, I think there was a comedian one time who was like, what wouldn't isn't Father just the same as Dad? So imagine if someone was like Daddy God, like it would sound so off and awkward.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. Well, I mean, like I still call my dad Daddy sometimes, like just because it's how I call him every day of my life. So
sure,
I
yeah.
guess. But like in the Bible, isn't it he called or referred to as father, but never dad?
Yeah, it's like he's referred to as so many things. Like in Hebrew, I believe the term is Abba, Abba,
Hmm.
which is like father. Um, but yeah, I don't think they had the term daddy back then, but who
Maybe.
knows?
We're
Who
learning.
knows? Yeah, right.
But yes, chat, you guys have been awesome. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you, Max's chat, for hanging out as well. We had a lot of fun on this one. I'm liking all the different colors, and soon to be, I guess I'm going to work on the silver after the next week. And like I said, we have a guest next week. Who? We don't
Ooh,
know.
we don't know,
I'm gonna
but
have to put their screen on like the top left. There's gonna be very little like room. I can make all of us smaller, I suppose.
I yeah, I'm wondering how I'm gonna get another guest in here. I might have to. We'll figure it out for sure, but I may just have to have icons of you guys up on the screen,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
people can see that y'all are talking. But
Hmm.
Um, yeah, but no, I'm glad that these streams get people motivated to create and get their Warhammer fix in, or get their morning started with us. That's always super fun, and I love that you guys get to share that with us.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, yeah, I will see you guys tonight on Max's Man Cave. That's 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're gonna talk comics and then celebrate Memorial Day. But then Xray, you have your next stream at when?
Sunday
Um,
Fun Day, 1 p.m. We're going to play
okay.
Starship Troopers, and then Forbidden Frontier, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and then 9 p.m. Simpcast. So got a busy day today, but it's going to be a fun day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have Simcast tonight. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. But
Alrighty.
thank you, Max. Thank you, chat, and I hope you guys have a good evening or
Yeah.
day or whatever it is wherever you're. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Take care.